So right here, I have a new line called a quadratic. And what's special about a quadratic is that it takes a new form. So unlike our linear function, y equals x, this one, if you ignore all of the jargon around it, is y equals x squared. So what that means is that as x changes, it gets squared, and that becomes our y value. And so these extra numbers here, a, b, and c, represent different things that can change how the function reacts. So right now, a equals 1. If we were to increase a, our line would get steeper and steeper and steeper. If we were to decrease a, it would get wider and wider and wider. And if we let a become less than 1, or less than 0, excuse me, becomes an upside down line. So if I put this back to 1, our b does something really odd. It kind of shifts our graph left and right, but in kind of a weird way. It kind of shifted along the line so that it still touches our y-intercept. So if I set this back to 0, we're back where we were. And then our c value is our typical y-intercept. So if we shift this one, it shifts the graph vertically. So if c is 0, it's going to touch the y-intercept at 0. If c is, say, 1.5, it's going to touch the graph at 1.5. Let's put this back to 0. So there's some interesting terminology for this graph, which is called a quadratic. Basically, you have your x and y intercept, which is pretty normal, and you have something called an axis of symmetry. And what that is that is the point where, or that is the line, excuse me, where the graph gets flipped. So see how the graph is somewhat symmetrical. It comes down, and it flips. It goes up, and it goes up, and it goes up. And then you have another thing called the vertex. What the vertex is it is the highest or lowest point on the line. So at 0, 0 here, you would have the vertex of the parabola. See how it comes down, it touches, and it goes up. That would be the vertex of the parabola. A parabola is just the name, another name for a quadratic. It's honestly probably a more common name than a quadratic, but you hear them used interchangeably, but they mean the same thing. So I hope that you took something from this. Thank you.